Hey my loves, I'm getting ready to make a simple chicken and rice dinner, so let's go. Hello my loves, come with me while I make this simple chicken and rice dinner. This is my first upload as content, real content, as far as after Sunday. My vehicle was stolen out of my yard, and I have been having a hard time with that. As I suffer with depression, anxiety, and PTSD, and with that happening so close to home, and the person was bold enough to come in my yard and take my car, and just things happening over the last few years, it's been rough, but it kind of messed with me mentally, and I wasn't up to making content. So on this day, I decided to go ahead. I'm actually gonna make this little simple meal. I really wasn't feeling up to cooking anything, but we gotta eat, so yeah. So here I'm cleaning my chicken and getting the skin off. I'm taking the skin off of it, taking some of the fat off. I like to leave some fat on for taste, flavor, or whatnot. So, this is a pack of legs and thighs. So I skinned them all, and I am going to rinse it a couple of times. And then I'm going to put it on the stove and season the water and bring it to a boil. But yes, so I have not been wanting to create any content for the last few days. But here we go. So, into my pot, after I wash my hands, we're going to season the chicken with salt, Tony Chachere's, just to give it a little spice, a little kick, not much. Bouillon powder, chicken flavored bouillon powder. Garlic powder, lots of garlic powder, black pepper, and some onions that I had to cut up that are frozen. I used the last bit. So, and a little onion powder, because that's all the onions that I had cut up. Wasn't very many, so I just used a little bit of onion powder. I have brought my chicken, and it's cooking very well. So now I'm going to add my rice, and that was about a half a bag of rice there that I added to it. About a half a bag of rice, and then it's a little under a half a stick of butter that I added to it, just to give it that creamy thickening up of the water, and it helps with the seasoning too. And this is me just pouring up the rest of my rice that I had left over into my little container. So yeah, I'm stirring up my rice, and y'all listen, it's been a rough week, and like I said, my first time cooking after the incident. And so here you see that I did have to change my pot because my rice started sticking to the bottom of that one. I forgot I had sat down and just was not paying attention. This just lets you know where my head was at. So I had to switch pots. I did not scrape the bottom, but I wanted you to see that this is my favorite pot. I love these pots, this pot set, because it's easy it did stick. I did not stir the pot. I just switched pots, and after I poured out the content, that's when I scraped up the bottom of the pot because I did not want that in this one. But best believe I stayed on point once I switched pots out because this is our meal for dinner and I did not want to ruin it. I was just not in the mood. I just wanted to do something quick, and this was it. And I did not want to ruin our meal. So here's my chicken and rice. It's pretty much almost done. You can see the meat coming off the bone. It pretty much, it's like a soup type deal, but I let the water cook off some more because I didn't want it like that. And it's kind of on the creamy side a little bit. So that's what I was going for. But it did not have that scorched taste to it or the smell because I caught it in time and I just switched pots and everything worked out great. But this is my one pot meal for us today, chicken and rice. They had bread if they wanted it. I did not, but this was what we had for dinner. I appreciate you guys for watching. More content is coming. I am slowly getting back to myself, and I promise my next video will be upbeat. But thank you guys for watching.